track is, of course, Hollywood by Marina and the Diamonds. Marina, thank you very much indeed for being here.
Pleasure.
And it is the track of 2010 so far. It's the first one to ignite the charts and get everyone talking, I think, really. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
As indeed are you as a new artist as well. Now, it must be interesting hearing yourself described as a new artist, because actually you're anything but, aren't you, in a way?
Yeah, I started 5 years ago and got signed a year and a half ago. So it's been quite a slow process, but I'm glad that it was like that. Absolutely
right. I mean, it is easy to peak too soon, isn't it? Take it all for granted. So are you more appreciative of it now, do you think?
Yeah, and I think I make enough mistakes now, and I'm 24, so who knows what it would have been like if I was 19. And
mistakes?
Well, you know, don't always say the right things and all that kind of thing.
But that's what people want, isn't it? People don't want...
Yeah, people want exciting slander.
It's been interesting reading through to find out sort of the interesting things to ask you about, and there are certain things that come up all of the time which I'm deliberately skirting around, because you must get so weary of answering the same questions.
I just think it's boring for other people. The questions that keep getting asked aren't exciting. You know, they're not provocative or anything. So I don't mind. I see it as part of my job, but yeah, it does get a bit wearing.
Now, you mentioned that you've been making music for quite some time, and that's been an important apprenticeship for you, I'm guessing, hasn't it?
Yes, definitely. I mean, I started writing and singing when I was 19 and had never done it before that. And I wasn't very good for a while, but I honed my songwriting skills and worked very hard for about 3 years. And then I started to get better and started producing my own songs and stuff.
How does it feel today to see that this is dropping through the door, the Family Jewels, the album?
Oh!
The album, it's here. Have you seen the finished one yet, by the way?
Yes, I've got a box in my house. Just staring at them every morning.
Will you sneak into HMV to have a little look-see?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, you strike me as someone who's sort of very finger on the pulse. So have you had much to do with the artwork and so on and the design of it? Yes,
I'm very involved on the visual side of things, and business as well. I'm interested in every facet of my career just because I'm obsessed with it. So I wanted the artwork to be a little bit like the old Interview magazine style spreads, and also I wanted it to look like a family portrait because of the inspiration behind the album and the name. So,
and it's worked brilliantly as well.
Thank you.
How many drafts did you have to go through to get it down to this perfection?
About 8. Not too bad, I don't think. Could have been like 150.
Sounds a lot to me.
Yeah.
So how would you describe yourself to work with? The people at the record company, when they hear Marina's on the phone, yeah. What's their sentiments?
Sigh. No, I think everyone knows that I am an artist who's very involved and who wants to know everything. So I don't think my team have a problem. We work pretty well together and we're very tight-knit. We're quite a small team, even though I'm on a major, so...
Now, I did say to avoid the obvious questions, but I was trawling through for the most unusual story I could find about.
Yeah.
And this is from Wales Online, that you once auditioned for a boy band.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
See, I thought that's made up. How did that happen?
Well, I was 19 and I used to have a habit of going through the Stage magazine looking for auditions for literally anything to do with performing arts so I could earn money. And I saw one for a boy band audition and it was posted by Virgin Records and I was like, oh my God, record labels never post adverts. So I thought, that's my way in. I'm going to go and they're going to see me and speak to me and realise I'm a star and it's all going to be brilliant. And so I went along and I dressed up as a boy, not very well, and the security guard obviously said, no, you're not coming in. You don't suit a reggae boy band whatsoever. And so I gave him a CV and a photo and said, please give this to an A&R manager. And they did call me back. And I went in a week later. I think they were just amused and they wanted to see what I was like.
Why didn't they snap you up?
Because I had very bad nerves when I was singing, and even if I just wasn't a very good singer at that point. I just hadn't trained. You know, you need to train, you need experience, and that's what I have done for the past 5 years. So it just wasn't time.
That training thing is a really interesting point, actually, because it's being spoken about by more and more people who are coming through our studio. By training, do you mean just you at home with a hairbrush, or going out and getting I don't know, some sort of professional coach? How does it all work?
You don't. Well, I don't think that professional coaching helped me at all. I tried it, and they didn't really like me because they wanted to train me as a session singer, and I can't emulate other people's vocals. So that's kind of why I got into songwriting more, because I just wanted to, make my own sounds. And the voice as an instrument, it has such a wide range, and you can do so many things with it, that I wanted to treat it literally like an instrument, because I could only play piano. So when I was recording, I used to try different things and add lots of character, because I didn't have anything else.
I think what's fascinating about your voice is you've done something that's the most difficult thing to do, which is you've arrived at a unique female vocal sound, because lazy journalism is always itemising female vocalists and comparing them to others, but you've actually managed to break out of that mould, so congratulations on doing that.
Thank you. I mean, I find it strange just that you can't just be inspired by yourself. And obviously every artist is inspired by something in their lives, but why do we always have to state like this person was a major influence? I genuinely never had that, and I guess here I am. Obviously there are people that that I could credit and say I'm a fan of.
I think it was about 18 months ago, you did a tour, and I think I saw you quoted somewhere saying you played to 7 people in Aberdeen.
Yeah.
And now, for your current tour of fairly small venues, fairly intimate venues, tickets are changing hands on websites for huge sums of money.
Are they?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, they are. So how does that make you feel?
Well, I'm not sure about the website thing, because that's a bit naughty, but I love that people want to come and see me perform, and I love performing to my fans, so it's really great. Rewinding
to those 7 people, are you able to do a proper performance to a venue that's kind of almost empty?
Well, I was really angry at myself after that, because I thought, Marina, you did a rubbish job, and those 7 people paid money for their ticket, and you didn't give them a good show.
I can't imagine you not doing a good show, actually.
I was so self-conscious that I felt that I didn't give a genuine performance. But, stuff like that, the bad gigs, you learn 20 times as much as a good gig, because you're so freaked out that it's bad that it just, it remains in your memory like a scar. So they're helpful to me.
It's going back to the apprenticeship idea again, isn't it, I suppose, really, that you talked about earlier?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So when there's a bigger crowd, do you feed off them? Do you get the energy from them?
Yes, it's totally different, and you just think, wow, this is what it's really like.
What about hecklers? Can you cope with hecklers? Do you get any?
Haven't had many. It's usually at festivals, but I've never really had anything bad yet.
I'm pleased you've linked us to festivals, because I'm guessing that when we are making a list of the people who are most in demand for festivals in 2010, you're going to be right up there. So do you know whether the offers are pouring in yet? I'm
in America for a month in the summer. I know I am doing 3 or 4 UK festivals, but I won't be doing a lot. I mean, last year I did 28, so I think I have to ease.
28?
Yeah, I think, This year, we'll do a few, but it won't be anywhere as many.
You see, that's really interesting, isn't it? And it goes back again to what we were saying about it feels as though you've suddenly arrived from nowhere.
Yeah.
But there you are saying you played 28 festivals last year, which is astonishing.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was really good. I really cut my teeth, actually, that summer.
Thank you very much indeed for calling in tonight. It's been a delight to chat to you. The album is The Family Jewels. It's out early next week, actually.
Yeah, on Monday.
On Monday, indeed. And it's going to be. I'm going to put you on the spot now, because people always say, "Don't make me choose one track." It's like having to choose a favourite child.
Oh, it's easy.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm not a robot.
Why?
Because I think that's the most genuine song on the record, and I think it's probably the most emotionally mature for myself. So I think it's the strongest songwriting-wise, and that's why I'm picking it.
We'll hear it now. Marina and the Diamonds, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.